Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speedy here, and apparently 7.3 OB is already out. Valve going hard. You know, a little bit of impressive, okay. Okay, Valve, I mean, hey. Honestly, I'm enjoying the patch, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but nonetheless, let's get into 7.3 OB. Couple more things I just want to say. Twitch streams have been incredible for everyone who's tuned in. It's insane, the amount of support I've gotten. We've had like 300 viewers. It's so much fun, solo queue coaching and so on. We're gonna be doing a lot more, so yeah, if you've missed out, click the link in the description, go follow my Twitch, and on that note, it's also funny to me how many people watch the streams and just didn't have a gameleap sub, and I have to convince them. It's like, guys, the amount of content and effort that's put into the website for the cost, especially when it's 50% off with code SUMMER, is insane. It's so much value. And so yeah, like, it just blows my mind. Nonetheless, check that out in the description down below. Use code SUMMER for 50% off. And now, let's get into 7.3 OB. Alright, first off, we got Helm of the Overlord. This is obviously one of the most popular items of the patch. Apparently, Valve doesn't think it's that bad, at least based on this change, because they only upped the cost by 250. That's it, at least from what we see here. What this tells me is that Lycan, Ian, and Beast, the heroes I would buy this, are still good. Does this delay the timing that they have? Of course. Does it delay it enough to completely invalidate the fact that, you know, Lycan could potentially 1v9 at the 15 or 16 minute mark? In fact, my mid Lycan from today got a 12-minute Helm of the Overlord. That means with 250 more gold, it would probably be a 12:30 or 13-minute Helm of the Overlord, which certainly would not have caused us to lose the game. In fact, we probably still would have won in, what, 25 to 30 minutes. On top of that, Silver Edge was also nerfed. I honestly thought that this item was good, but not that good. I know a lot of people were hyping it up, and this is going to be strongly disagreed with. I do agree it was good on Sven, but a lot of other heroes I don't really feel like really bought it that much. I just think it's like a little bit early to nerf this item, personally. I haven't looked at stats on its win rate. I'm really not sure. The numbers on the item are good. It's definitely a very, very good item. I agreed that this item, me and my friend talked about this, that it would get nerfed at some point. I just didn't think it would be this soon, as I haven't seen the item dominating that hard yet, besides on, I guess, Sven, who is pretty powerful right now. Next up, we got Beastmaster. He's definitely been popping off. This is nothing too crazy. His level 15 talent was reduced by 100 in terms of the health he would give to his units, which certainly would not kill the hero. It's only 100 HP. Yes, of course, that's going to be the difference from time to time, but that certainly does not invalidate Beastmaster as a hero. I still think that these heroes with their helm are absolutely pickable, and I can get behind the idea that Valve is trying to not disintegrate the heroes that were out of the meta, right? Previous to 7.30 in 7.29, Lycan and Beastmaster were relatively irrelevant, and so bringing them back and then instantly killing them would probably be a little bit weird, and so this makes a lot more sense. Broodmother, is this a buff? Because the hero has not been doing too well. So the Agi growth by 0.4, not too insane, and then damage on Insatiable Hunger, also not too insane. So yeah, Brood's about the same. Lycan, armor reduction, less by 1 at all levels, and his level 10 talent was nerfed. Once again, do I think this is enough to invalidate the hero? Absolutely not. I think these are the type of changes to basically dissuade people from picking the hero, but I do not think it will actually do very much. Does 1 armor matter? Yes. Does 5 damage matter? Yes. How much does it matter? Probably less than a 0.5% change to the hero's win rate. I will say that I think Lycan and Beastmaster will likely drop about 1 to 1.5% in terms of win rate if I had to guess overall pub win rate, due to the nerfs to the hero and to the Helm of the Overlord. But yeah, let's keep going nonetheless. And I still think they'll be good. Silencer. So yeah, Silencer, definitely a hero I've actually seen picked a couple times, which is kind of interesting. In fact, what's funny is this hero's actually getting nerfed. Can you believe it? Silencer getting nerfed. Yeah, I saw, who was it? Beast Coast picking it as a support. This hero's actually doing well. Ice has been picking it as an offlaner. I think he's going like Octarine and just like spamming his Q and E on people, because now it just like does like double the damage or whatever. I'm not even exactly sure how this hero works right now, which I know it's like, you're supposed to know this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like, it doesn't matter. The hero is winning. Okay, it was actually winning, and it got nerfed. Kind of crazy. I never thought the day would come where I'd be like, yeah, I expect Silencer to be somewhat nerfed, but he was winning pubs. And finally, last but not least, ooh, that's pretty rough. That is pretty rough. Slark, mana cost increased on Dark Pack from 60 to 75. Which absolutely is a pretty big nerf. You'd have to imagine, considering this is a, 6-second cooldown spell, that essentially, you know, taking this hero and making it where every single time Like almost every 7, 8, 9 seconds, sometimes less, that you cast a spell, you lose an extra 15 mana. That's going to add up quick for a hero that does not have a good mana pool. Do I think, once again, that this removes the hero from the meta? Absolutely not. Do I think it makes Slark a lot more reasonable in the laning stage? Absolutely, and that's kind of where the hero is OP right now. It was relatively OP because Slark was actually doing quite well in lane due to the fact that he could use the Q to trade relief effectively for only 60 mana. Now it's 75, and it did less damage. But I still think that, honestly, with the fact that you can just go like an early Sage's Mask from Echo Saber, this is not the end of the world. Raindrops are still good. Wand is still good, obviously. And so, yeah, I guess that's the end of the patch. That seems like it's going to be about everything. My biggest prediction for 7.30C before we end off the video is I think what we're going to see in the meta that will become very, very popular and likely need to get nerfed is actually Omni Knight plus Sven combo. I think that combo is potentially one of the best in the game right now. I really strongly believe that, yeah, like Omni Knight support is actually largely undervalued as a hero right now, just in general. Even, you know, against the Zoo meta, it's actually one of the better heroes. Sure, these heroes can dominate a purge creep, but how often do they do that when they actually have Helm of the Overlord? The answer is not that often, so Heavenly Grace and your Ultimate Guardian Angel are incredible answers, so just like within the meta, I like Omni as a hero, and it's so good with these very hard carries, especially your Sven. And no, Sven is certainly not going anywhere just because of the Silver Edge change. Do I think, I mean, literally, I watched Sven games recently where they did not even buy the item. Why? Because sometimes you just need a Blink Dagger. Sometimes the enemy team has way too much catch, and you don't have an Omni Knight on your team, and therefore you can't afford to just walk straight in and tank 8 million spells because you have 50% status resist and 1 million strength. And funny enough, on that note, just for a little bit of perspective, Omni Knight has the 4th highest win rate on Dota 2 Pro Tracker. On top of that, Bad Rider's another hero I've been experimenting with that feels incredibly good right now. That's another hero I think will largely dominate the meta. And on top of that, guys, if you're looking for a hero to stomp with in solo queue, Bat Rider is absolutely one of those heroes. The thing is, Bat Rider usually has one of the lowest pub win rates in Dota. Why? Because the hero's not that easy. It requires you to track people down, spam a spell on a 3-second cooldown, like literally, if you wait 0.5 seconds to cast it every single time, you are losing an insane amount of value on this hero. And just in general, Flame Break is a little bit of a difficult spell. But the shard timing on this hero with your level 15 talent, if you can hit those around the 20-minute mark, it is bonkers how much damage Bat Rider actually does. I was even losing a game recently. Once I got the shard, all of a sudden I actually like dumped on a team fight. And so yeah, it's definitely a hero I think is relatively broken. Same thing with Bane. I honestly think Bane and Lich are quite good right now. A lot of people are picking Bane. Definitely a very fun hero to play right now, at least in my opinion. And Feeble, even though it didn't get changed, is nutty good. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching the 7.30B analysis, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website, where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.